This is Kellyanne. She's your morning meteorologist and Central Florida's certified most accurate.
No matter the forecast, I've got your day covered.
Start your day with meteorologist Kellyanne Class and WESH 2 First Warning Weather.
Let's get a final look at our forecast with First Warning meteorologist Marquise Mita. Marquise, what's happening out there?
A lot at play this weekend contributing to the rain. First and foremost, we have this semi-stationary boundary to our north responsible for the showers across our northernmost counties. We've seen that east coast sea breeze, and the combination of the two has resulted in some heavier showers. Now, tomorrow's rain chances will be across the I-4 corridor as well, just like they are tonight. In fact, as we roll into the work week, one thing we can't seem to get rid of is that high chance for rain. It's a 70% chance on Sunday and Monday, but here's the change coming your way. Cooler temperatures. We're back in the lower 90s Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, but then it's back to business. We'll finish off your 7-day forecast in the mid-90s, stretching from Wednesday all the way into next Saturday.
All right, thank you, Marquise. That's going to do it for our report tonight. Remember, we'll see you again at 10 and 11 on WESH 2. And don't forget, Stuart Morton, Michelle Imperato, they are cheering on Team USA live from Universal Orlando. Tonight, tune in to WESH 2's Olympic Zone. We'll see you later.
Hurricane season is here, and we are ready. I've been doing this for almost 20 years in Central Florida, and the best advice I can give you, be prepared. At WESH 2, our First Warning weather team works to make sure you have the most accurate information so that you can make informed decisions to keep you and your family safe. It's part of our process. Paired with experience and the latest technology, we are all here for you.
This hurricane season, trust WESH 2 First Warning weather.
I might be a new face to WESH 2 News, but I'm not new to Central Florida. This is home for me, and it's pretty good to be back.
It's great to have Jesse here. Adding another local voice makes an impact on how we tell your stories.
He knows the people, he knows the places, he has connections.
He brings a new perspective to storytelling and, of course, breaking news.
And we're excited to have him as part of our team.
I'm Jesse Pagan, and it's good to be home.
Weekdays at 4, 5, and 10 p.m. on WESH 2 News. Central Florida is home. We rise for the challenges each new day brings and spend time each evening focused on what matters most to us. At WESH 2, we understand what's important. That's why we focus on you, so that you can understand and be understood. It's in these moments, these shared experiences, that we connect, a bond that brings us all closer. This is WESH 2 News.
The Olympic Zone on WESH 2 is sponsored by Advent Health, champion of the human spirit.
Coming up on the Olympic Zone.
Extraordinary!
She's Team USA's powerhouse defender. Her journey to the games and the role her parents played in her success.
I've learned a lot from my parents. I watched them just work so hard.
Plus, as a teenager, she dreamt of an Olympic medal. 38 years later, with plenty of game left, she makes her Olympic debut. Meet the grand mother of table tennis. Champagne, the drink that showers champions. Many say no victory is complete without these celebratory sips. But how did the tradition begin? From the vineyard to the locker room, a vintage story. The Olympic Zone begins now.
This is the Olympic Zone on WESH 2, live from Universal Orlando Resort.
And welcome to the WESH 2 Olympic Zone. I'm Stuart Moore.
And I'm Michelle Imparato, and we are so excited to debut this year's show live from Universal Orlando City Walk. If you didn't know, Universal just happens to own NBC, and of course, that is the home of the Olympics. So what better place for us to broadcast live throughout the games? We do want to give you an idea of where we are. If you're a local, you've probably been to City Walk before, but if not, let us show you around. So behind us, we have the Lagoon at Universal. We're lovingly calling it the Universal Sen. And this is City Walk here to our left. So we're at the Lagoon stage. And look at this, we've got a crowd shot over there. But behind us, we're also looking at NBC's Bar and Grill. So you could just pop in for food and drink. This is such a convenient location for us and our spectators.
A lot of our local fans are out here as well to help cheer on Team USA. We're going to give you some more shots of them. So if you can join us, we would love to have you out here. We'll bring the Olympic Zone live from Universal Orlando City Walk every night, Monday through Saturday at 7:30, setting you up for a great night of primetime competition. And
if you can't be here in Paris, we want you to be right here with us because Universal Orlando has some special Olympic experiences, and we're going to tell you all about them. And this show will give you the scoop on what's happened in the competition throughout the day with exclusive interviews and recaps of all the best action.
And of course, let's get you outside right now in Paris for a live look at the Olympic cauldron that has been burning bright for over 24 hours now. This all started with the show you could not miss. The opening ceremony kicked off the biggest sporting event in the world.
And millions of people watched around the world. And this opening ceremony, I think we can all agree, was unlike anything we've ever seen before. So let's look back at some of our favorite moments.
So proud of all he's accomplished so far. Hey, but overall, it was a huge day for Team USA.
It really was. So we want to take a look at our medal count right now at the end of day one. The United States and Australia tied with 5 total medals at the end of the day. Australia so far has the most gold medals. The home country, though, of France trails with 4 total.
Here's a look at the Olympic Zone. We are keeping a close eye on the Central Florida athletes who are making their hometowns proud.
And we have quite a few. So we want to introduce you to some of the big names that you will hear from us over the next few weeks. In breaking's Olympic debut, it's Kissimmee Victor Montalvo. He is taking the floor for the very first time. Montalvo's father was actually a pioneer in this sport, and now 30-year-old Victor is known as one of the greatest breakers in the whole world.
And maybe the assignment of a lifetime. Tahiti, where returning Olympian Caroline Marks is ready to hit the waves in surfing. The 22-year-old Melbourne Beach native narrowly missed the podium in 2020, placing 4th. She is hoping to medal this time around.
She can do it. And USA track team is full of Florida athletes, but 2 of them grew up here. Apopka's Donald Scott also competed in Tokyo. He is in Paris right now for the triple jump. And Russell Robinson of Windermere also leaping on the track in triple jump. This will be his first Olympic Games.
You got to try triple jump.
I did. It is much harder than it looks, and it looks hard.
All right, 21-year-old Omari Jones is stepping into the ring for Team USA. The Orlando native has been boxing, look at that video, since he was 8 years old.
Oh, so sweet. All right, here is what's coming up next on the Olympic Zone.
Coming up on the Olympic Zone, Naomi Girma, a rising star in U.S. women's soccer.
I feel really optimistic for this group.
Plus, you're never too old to make an Olympic debut. Get ready to rally with Tia Tiana and
a story about sports and champagne with a distinctly American twist. Santé.
Ahead on the Olympic Zone.
Before we go to break, let's check out the forecast for competition in Paris tomorrow.
The Olympic forecast is sponsored by Attorney Dan Newlin.
Welcome back to the Olympic Zone, live from Universal Orlando Resort. Here's our rowdy crowd that's out here watching us live.
Come on, guys, let's hear it.
U.S. women's soccer is coming in hot. They have a big test tomorrow, but certainly have youth on their side.
They do. 9 players are rookies this year. Andrea Joyce introduces us to one rising star leading the charge.
Coming up on the Olympic Zone,
An Olympic debut at 58 years old. We'll tell you her story and how she made her way to Paris.
Plus,
What is it about champagne that makes it such a celebratory drink?
how the drink of kings became the symbol of celebration around the world. Ahead on the Olympic Zone.
And each night of the Ozone, we are bringing you an Olympic fact. Tonight, it's a bit of trivia, so here's the question. This year, breaking or breakdancing is one of the newest Olympic sports. So true or false, each breaker selects their own dance music. What do you think? Well, the answer is false. They actually have to dance to whatever music the DJ plays. Imagine that. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Tonight's Olympic Fun Facts are sponsored by Publix.
Welcome back. We've all heard age is just a number, but it is not a cliche for one Olympian.
Naoko Funayama introduces us to the golden girl who has her eye on Olympic gold in Paris.
Coming up on the Olympic Zone. Get ready to raise a glass. Champagne and sports, their historic connection. Ahead on the Olympic Zone.
Before we go to break, let's take a look at our Florida athlete of the night. Perry Baker, the first Central Floridian to take the pitch. The rugby wing is from New Smyrna Beach and is no stranger to the Olympics. This is his third time competing for Team USA.
Tonight's Florida Athlete Profile is sponsored by your Southern Lexus dealers.
Many say no victory is complete without popping a little bit of bubbly.
But how did this tradition of letting the bubbly flow start? Ann Thompson takes us to the hillsides of northeastern France to find out.
Hi there, Mike Tirico on the first full day of Olympic competition. Tonight on Primetime in Paris, we've got all the biggest stars and events with angles and access you can't get anywhere else. In the pool, we have the women's 400-meter freestyle. It's a showdown between American superstar Katie Ledecky, Canadian teenage phenomenon Summer McIntosh, and defending Olympic champion and the favorite, Ariane Titmus of Australia. Plus, the U.S. and the Aussies face off in the men's and women's 4x100-meter freestyle relays, the latest chapter of their swimming heated rivalry. And the U.S. men's gymnastics team takes their first step to what they hope will be an Olympic medal. That's all tonight on Primetime in Paris on NBC.
Coverage of the Paris Olympics is brought to you locally on NBC by Nissan.
Driving the Nissan Rogue with Google built in is like...
Hey Google, turn on Rocky's Food.
It's like the ultimate connection. See why it's been awarded a Consumer Guide Best Buy and recommended by Consumer Reports. Drive the Nissan Rogue today.
That does it for our first night of the WESH 2 Olympic Zone. Thank you so much to watch us live at Universal.
Everyone who joined us from home, we will see you back here on WESH 2 on Monday night.
The Olympic Zone on WESH 2 is sponsored by Advent Health, champion of the human spirit.